Good morning. Let's do some milking. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm not super talkative this early in the morning. So here we are at our favorite part of homesteading is that we finally get to start milking our goats. And these little guys have been getting separated so that we can get lots of milk built up overnight. During the day, they get to spend time with their moms. And then at night, they get to have slumber party. So far, it's been working pretty well, although you can see that they like to make a lot of noise because they want their milk. Okay, so anybody that's seen our videos knows that this is Lily. She's our more agreeable goat. She actually sits and waits outside the gate to get in here and get milked. Now, she only has the one teat because she damaged her other one, but her udder still fills up quite nicely. And she's feeding two babies. So we actually get quite a bit more milk out of her, even with the one teat, because she is feeding two boys still. They have been feeding off of her less and less, but she still continues to produce the milk because they do feed a bit here and there. And we are milking every day. So we hope that we can continue to do this for the next year or so and get as much milk as we need to make all of our cheeses and soaps and everything else that we intend to make with it. So this machine has a neat little way of bypassing the other milker in this situation, where we only have the one teat, and Mrs. Lily produces quite a bit of milk. Fills this thing up quite nicely. So if any of you thinking of getting into homesteading or making your own milk, I haven't touched milk in a couple of decades. And we started milking these girls, and I tried milk for the first time after probably almost 20 years or more, and I'm hooked on milk again. You know, they say that unpasteurized raw milk is the healthiest thing for you, but I can't speak to the health benefits, but I can tell you that it is absolutely delicious. It tastes like somebody put sugar in it, and it tastes like the milk you used to drink out of the bowl of cereal when you were done eating your cereal. That's how sweet it is. And it makes the most delicious ice cream I've ever tasted in my life, which I also haven't eaten in years. So folks, if you're thinking about this and you're not sure, I'm telling you straight up that this raw unpasteurized milk is probably the best thing for you. Not to mention the health benefits. These girls eat nothing but about 7 different grass varieties, a ton of different clover varieties, and dandelion and plantain. This milk is packed with nutrients and vitamins and minerals that are not in your store-bought milk. They do enrich after they pasteurize, but it's not the same. Trust me, it's not the same. So if you're thinking about doing it, do it. And these little machines was not that expensive. Very fragile. Everything these days seems to be very cheaply made, so you're going to want to be careful with it. Pain in the butt to clean. Every day we have to clean this thing. It's got to be sanitized, so it's a little bit of a process, but it's worth every minute. If you're looking to find this where everybody else finds everything, Amazon. Your local farm store might carry one as well, but we found it fairly inexpensive on Amazon. For any of you that have issues with arthritis, I do recommend this. I was in the trades for over 30 years. Opening and closing my hands is something that is not as easy to do these days, so the motion of milking a goat can be quite laborious on the old hands. All right, so it looks like she's just about wrapping up, and we'll just show you, like we usually leave a little bit in there for them, so when it starts to get down to this low point, and it's super easy to release, you just want to release the suction. You don't want to just yank it off of there. And then slide out of there and get the rest of your milk up into your can. And we keep everything in a box here so it's not touching the dirty stalls. And Mrs. Lily's all done. There you go, girl. Good job. Oh, so anybody that's been watching our videos knows that we have one very compliant and agreeable goat and one very non-compliant, seems to be afraid of her own shadow. So milking has been quite challenging for some for this goat anyway. She's very much afraid of everything. We don't know why. She's been raised exactly like the other ones, and we've found that some animals are just more timid than others. She does not like the mechanism for locking her head in, so we've had to adapt to her personality a little bit and make it less stressful for us and for her. So come on, girl, let's get up there. Good girl. Easy, easy, easy. There you go. There you go. We did not raise these goats from babies. We got them when they were about 6 months old. We're not sure what their environment was like previous to coming here, but this one here has just been afraid of everything. She's actually not too bad about it. For any of you who haven't milked before, we must clean the teats before we milk. Okay, so remember when you're getting ready to do this that you discard a few squirts from each teat before you hook up the machine. Got a nice big full udder this morning. My goodness. Step up a little bit for me, girl. There you go. Nice full udder this morning. You can hear all the nonsense we have to deal with every morning. Looks like she's just about done here, so we'll go ahead and get this thing unhooked and get her to her baby so that the baby can get a little bit of milk. We try to leave a little bit in there so that the babies still get a drop of milk in the morning. They don't really need it anymore, but they do enjoy it. Yes, hello. So if you're wondering who's making all that noise, that's Trixie's daughter, Kira, and she is quite vocal and does not like being separated from her mama. So we're going to go ahead and reunite them. All right. Come on, Kira. You stay. And you get back in there. As you and no. Oh, you guys are slippery. All right, come on, everybody. Time to go outside and get some fresh air. Come on, babies. Come on, everybody. Let's go. Come on, babies. Come on. Babies. Hello, come on in, babies. Come on in, come on in. How's everybody doing? There you go. Trixie knows the deal. Hello, little bouncer. Come on. Come on. Hello, you guys ready for some kibbles? All right, it's a bit of a tricky part of the evening. No, let's everybody get in there. We are separating the mamas and the babies so that we can get some milk going here tomorrow. There it is. Lily, get back over where you belong. It gets to be a little tricky. They haven't quite got the routine down yet. We started separating these guys at about the 2-month part, or 2-month point, sorry, when they were about 2 months old. And we did a lot of research on milking goats and when and how and everything. And we decided that the least intrusive way to do it would be to allow the babies to feed. We had no intentions of getting rid of the young or the mothers, so we allowed them to feed for a couple of months. And we let the mothers start to naturally wean them. And then we started to intervene when we felt like it was okay. The babies moved to solids. They've been eating and grazing alongside the mothers and the mamas. And so now we're intervening. They're getting a little more used to it. There used to be a lot more noise in the beginning when we'd separate them. But the mamas have gotten used to being away from the babies. They've got a little divider here that they can kind of see over. We did a lot of research on the different methods on weaning and milking. And we chose the one we did because it was the least intrusive. It's only 2 of us in the household. We didn't need a lot of milk. And this method allows us to basically continue harvesting milk now for the next year or so, until we choose to breed again, if we breed again. But it also allowed these babies to get as much of that healthy milk as they can get from their moms and continue to get that healthy milk for the first couple of months of their lives while they're developing. Some of the other methods, they want you to pull the babies right away from the moms. That allows you to get maximum milk. That does require you to milk every day to make sure that the mothers aren't in pain, but also to continue the production, the milk production. We didn't really want to go that route. The route we did choose allows us to miss a day here and there. If we want to take a day off from the milking, it's super easy, and we just leave the babies in with the moms, and everything goes as naturally. Thank you very much for watching and letting us share our experience of milking Nigerian dwarf goats. We hope if you're thinking about doing this, that the video helps. We love comments and questions. So if you have any, please drop them down there in the comment section. All right, good night, babies. Good night, mamas. We'll see you in the morning for some milking. All right, thanks for watching.